Hey team, Master Kevin, doing filming from my house today. So straight from LaPorte, Texas. Just going to take you guys through a stretch routine, warm-up routine, kind of an all general stretch and warm-up. So with that said, just follow along with me as I take you through this. Shouldn't be more than about 30 minutes. So good luck and all that fun stuff, I guess. Okay, first thing I want to do, just nice and easy, just bring my knee up as high as I can. Nothing too strenuous. To the outside. Good. To the inside. Just warming up my hips before I even start. There. Okay, next thing I'm going to do, from here, pull my knee up. Do the other knee, pull the knee up, just kind of hold. If you need a chair, grab a chair. Put it down, turning sideways so you can see. I'm going to grab my foot and pull behind me. Oh, pull behind me. Next one I'm going to do is a cross version. Just a slightly different stretch area. Shake it off a couple of times. Now from here, rolling my head, just nice and easy. Nice. Full circles. Full circle the other way. Good. Chin to chest, I'm going to just reach, back, grabbing the back quadrant of my head, just gently pull. Look up. Tilt ear to shoulder, hold that. Ear to shoulder the other way, hold that. Hopefully the camera's getting all of my head. Good, ready? And feet apart. From here, just twisting to the sides. Twist. There goes my back. Good. Now from here, all I'm going to do is lean to one side. Now when I do a lean, make sure that you stay straight. Don't tilt like this. Here. Oh, stretching all down my side. Other side. And a couple of quicker ones. Oh. Good. Now from here, just swing the arms back and forth. Just crossing them in front. Trying to touch my shoulders as I do it. Stretching out my chest, my shoulders, my back. Kind of getting a nice, all good deep stretch. Ready? Now from here, take the arm across. My other arm's going to hook the elbow and then try to touch my cheek or my ear. Or if you've got really super shoulders, grab the back of your head. And switch. Hand all the way across. Other hand, hook it. And pull. And good. Check it out. Next I'm going to do my wrists. So from here, all I'm going to do is just roll my wrists. Making sure I go both directions. Good. Hand out, fingers out, grab the fingers, pull back, stretch my forearm. Getting the wrist and the forearm. Pulling it under. Trying to pull my fingers to my forearm. But with that said, I don't want to go until where it hurts. I just want to go to where it's tight and just a nice loose stretch. Nice loose stretch. Now from here I'm going to do my fingers. Focusing on them. And then I like to pop them. Now from here, what I'm going to do is reach one hand over, grab my shoulder and pull. Now I have really tight shoulders, so this one's a little difficult for me. If your shoulders aren't tight, you can even reach under and try to put your fingers together. That's also a great stretch. But after I dislocated both my shoulders in wrestling, my shoulders haven't been the same. And other side. Good. Okay, now I'm going to warm up my lower back. So imagine there's a beach ball right by my head. All I'm going to do is put my hand, and I'm just going to slowly bring my head around that beach ball. Couple to the right. And then a couple to the left. Good. Notice each time I do it, I'm just getting a little bit deeper and bigger. So that beach ball's getting nice and big, and I'm just trying to swing my head around it. Swing my hips around it. Oh, good. I like that one because it helps my back really loosen up in the morning. Next one I'm going to do is just a gentle lean back and hold. Make sure you don't lean so far back that you fall over, unless you're trying to do like a back bend. Okay, after I do that, I lean forward. Not too far. And one more time. From here, leaning back. And leaning forward. And that's good for my back. Okay, the next one I'm going to do is start focusing a little bit more on my legs. So first one I'm going to do is a hip flexor. Grab my foot and pull up. Now, if you don't have great balance or if you're falling all over the place, that's okay. Put your hand on the wall, chair, something. And other foot. Oh. Good. Shake it off. Feet a little bit wider. Now I'm going to go into my normal deep side. So I'm here. Ooh. And switch. Down the middle. Now from here, I like to do a 4-count drill from this position. So what I'm going to do is on 1, touch the mat, 2, touch behind the mat, 3, come up, 4, lean back. Okay, let me turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. I'm here, I touch, ground is 1, behind is 2, hips is 3, back is 4. Ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. If you like, the next one from here is windmills. Now there's several different ways to do windmills. I'll leave that up to you. The way I always do it is just from here, opposite hand, opposite foot, and then swing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's a quick, easy version. There's another version where you touch the opposite foot and then come all the way up. Up to you. You guys know me, I'm not an elitist. There's many ways to do everything. From here, I'm going to go into a lunge position, which even with this great mat on this tile, not fun. I'm going to lean into it. Get a nice deep stretch right here. The one thing I don't want to do is this, where you notice my knee is past my toes. I'm putting a lot of strain on the ligaments of my knee. It's not good. Move that front leg out. Keep your knee above your heel. And switch, other side. If I make any more of these videos from home, I may need to get another mat. I may get another mat just to get another mat. Good. Okay, coming up. Next one I'm going to do is my hips and my back. So from here, sumo riding stance and squat. Okay, butt down, hands on the knees. Push your knees outward. Okay, not too hard, just a little bit. Now from here, take one shoulder, push that to the mat. And the other shoulder, down to the mat. Other shoulder, down to the mat. Other shoulder. Now what I like to do from this position is a side stretch. So take one knee, bend, other foot, toes up. switch. Ooh. If you haven't noticed, I do typically 2 to 4 of every stretch, depending on how it is. 2 to one side, 2 to the other side, or if it's a middle stretch, maybe 3, 4 times. Switch. Okay, now if you want to go beast mode, the knee that's up, that hand stays on the mat. The hand that's with the leg that's straight, lean forward, grab your toes. Get an even deeper stretch. And switch, other side. And again, beast mode, hand on the mat, reach, grab your toesies. And kind of impressed, I haven't been attacked by one of my cats yet. From here, nice stretch. Down the middle. And notice that I just kind of do like a small push-up. I just come up, relieve the stretch for a sec, and then I go back down. Hold for another couple of seconds. I find I get a nice deep stretch when I do that. Oh. And okay. Next one we're going to do is runner's lunge. So just like side stretch, make sure your knee, or side lunge, make sure your knee doesn't go past your toes, okay? So from here, turning sideways, one hand each side of the front leg. Oh. And switch. And switch. First time I'm filming without a camera person, and I'm being a little distant from the camera, so hopefully the audio is coming out great. Last time, switch. If not, leave me a comment, let me know. And back to the middle. And then from here I'm just going to slide out. If you're on tile or hardwood, be very careful that you don't go out too far too fast. And sit. Now, if you want, you can also do that center stretch before you sit. Hold that for a minute. Okay? If that's too easy, hold it for another minute. Okay? Again, all this is dictated by you, and we're not all cookie cutter. Okay? Just do the best that you can. Now from here, I'm just going to down and grab my foot, just leaning into it. And another foot. And then just down the middle. And one more time. And good. Ready? Bring the feet in. Grab. Shake it off. I usually shake it for about 10 seconds. 10 count. Maybe more. I don't know. Just go with it. It's weird for me talking to a camera. It's weird for you following me on your TV, video, phone, and not actually seeing me do it with you. Ready? Down. Okay? Remember on this stretch, it's not as much about getting your nose to your toes. It's more about getting your knees to the mat. So pull your feet in, use your elbows. Push and lean. And up, shake it off. Do, say, ne, tassi, yassi, guppi, do, ha, you lay down. Pro tip, before you do this, vacuum. Maybe Swiffer. I didn't, and I'm noticing it. Now all I'm thinking about is, man, I should have vacuumed. And okay. I want to turn sideways since that's the direction my mat is. One foot in, one foot out, and lean. I like to use my opposite hand on my knee. I'm not necessarily pushing on my knee, I'm just making sure it stays straight. Okay? So if it tries to come up like that, my hand's just there as a reminder, stay straight. Up and twist. Oh. And look forward, down. Now if you want to do a deeper stretch, both hands. If you want to do an insane stretch, this foot or this side, take that hand, put it behind your back, and reach with the other hand. And I'm going to switch sides by switching sides for you. Again, here, nice and easy. Lean forward. Checking the time, making sure I'm not going over too much. And up and twist. So, one of the questions I always get is why do I always wear a watch when I'm teaching? Unfortunately, I'm like my father in the sense that if I don't have a watch to keep track of class time, we'll be there for 4 hours. Easily. I can just keep going. And you would be surprised how many times growing up, my dad would be like, hey, let's work out for 10 minutes. 10 minutes turned into 30 minutes. 30 minutes would always turn into a couple hours. So, it's easy. It's when you're having fun, you lose track of time. That's why I have to wear a watch and make sure I'm always on top of it. And, okay, the next one I'm going to do is rolling out my ankle, and I'll turn facing you. So from this position, I'm just going to take my knee across, grab my ankle, grab my toes, just roll the ankle. Make sure you go forward, make sure you go backwards, just doing both, and then switch sides. Ooh, grab the ankle, grab the toes, roll the ankle. Other side, roll the ankle. And out in front, shake it off. Good. Now from here I'm going to stretch. Take this foot, put it behind me, and I'm going to turn sideways so that you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Here, like that. Pull it in, and lay down. Getting the quadricep stretch in. Oh. And again, just hold for a 10 count, 20 count. If you need to, hit pause. Do it as long as you need to. Okay? And up. And I'm going to switch feet. Nice and quick, nice and easy. And down. Really should probably find some music to put on in the background that won't copyright me. Make these stretch routines a little bit less mundane, I guess. And okay, the next one I'm going to do is stretch out my hip flexor. Okay, so the way I'm going to do that is kind of like the position that we had for our ankle stretch. I'm going to take my foot, cross my knee. Okay, now from here I'm going to put my hands next to my hips, bend the knee, and then push my butt towards it. And on the next one I'll turn sideways for y'all so you can see. My goal is to get my chest to my knee. And depending on how tight your hips are, you may not even get up this far. You may go even further. If your chest all the way to your knee, grab your foot, put it behind your head. You know who you are. The rest of us, just push your chest into it. Good hip stretch, good hip stretch. And down. Okay, on this one I'll turn sideways so you guys can see. So again, take your foot, bring it across the knee. Now this side I'm not as good on because this is the hip that I tore my hip flexor many years ago. So don't judge me. I'm still trying. That's the key. Keep trying. Okay, so in this position, hands next to my hips, bend the knee, push forward. And then walk towards it and try to get as high as I can and as deep as I can. And unfortunately, this is about as far as I can get it. But it is what it is. And again, just a nice 10 count. And, okay. Next one I'm going to do is, if you're in the kids class, you'll hear this. We do this drill as part of our break fall routine. I call it rock like an egg. So turn yourself into an egg, knees to your chest, grab, look at your belt, and then just rock. back and forth, back and forth. I think that was 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Now from here, I want to turn facing the camera so you guys can see me. Lay on my back, almost like I'm in a sit-up position. Now what I'm going to do is take my knees, keeping my shoulders on the mat, take my knees and dip them to one side. Just like that. Okay, with this type of stretch, the one thing you don't want to do is this. Okay, you're not getting anything, you're just laying on the ground. Here, knees to my side. And then I like to use this hand to hold it in place. Good. And switch other side. And we're going to do a harder version of the stretch next, so just stay tuned. We'll see if the camera mic got that. Awesome. Ready? So now what I'm going to do is the same stretch, but instead of keeping my knees bent, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the leg to the side I'm going, straighten that one, and then the leg that's going to the side, I'm going to straighten that one across. Oh! And again, don't do this with your shoulders. Stay on the mats. And switch. So I'm going this way, so this leg stays straight, this leg extends. Hopefully I'm far enough away from the console. And, okay, so the next one I want to do, since I'm already here on the ground, put my feet next to my butt and lift it up. Just keep the hands down. Hold this. It's a weird pose, but it does great. And put it down. And one more time. And down. Okay. The next one I'm going to do, I call them throw-overs. Depends on who you talk to. But being very careful and making sure you have enough room behind you, what I'm going to do is here, throw my toes over and touch. And then I go back. Then the next time I do it, I'm going to do it on the other shoulder. And touch. And touch. And touch. Probably the last stretch. We're kind of starting to get towards the end of it now. From here, on my belly, eek. Make sure I'm in the middle of my mat. From here, hands on the mat, push up, look up. Now, with this stretch, I'm stretching my abs. What I don't want to do is twist yet. I want to just look. Now, next one I'm going to do is just look over my shoulder. Don't twist sideways like this. You release all the pressure. Keep your abs straight and just kind of tilt your head to look. Other side look. Look up. Good. Now I'm going to sink back. Keep my hands where they are and just nice and deep. Stupid allergies. And one more time, push forward, look up. Look over the right shoulder. Actually, it's my left. Look over the other shoulder. Too many years of teaching classes, I'm usually facing the students. Look up. So anytime I say right, I'm actually doing my left. Anytime I say left, I'm actually doing my right. Hold. If you're beast mode, try to put your toes to your head. I'm not. And back. Last time, sink back. Good. Okay, the next stretch I'm going to do isn't necessarily a stretch, it's more of a warm-up drill. This is one that wrestlers, judo, jiu-jitsu guys like to do a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by sitting in base. For those that don't know how to sit in base, onto one hip, hand behind you. Take that foot, bring it in, other foot in front. Easy enough, right? But now what I'm going to do is take this backhand, bring it up. Without putting my hands on the mat, I'm going to do a hip thrust. So just here, up, hips towards the 45. Then I go down, switch sides, up. Just nice and smooth. Just nice and smooth. Okay? You don't have to go too fast. But I find this is a great stretch to add to when I do my deep stretching. It allows me just kind of get the blood going. Oh, and I just sit forward. That's probably good. Okay? Now, stand up, do a bunch of kicks, all that fun stuff. But I actually just want to take a sec and center myself. So, sitting straight. Either hands on your knees or do like what Sensei Paulson does, which is hands on the ground so you can feel the earth. Close your eyes. Imagine a light from the tip of your head down to the ground. Just breathe in. Let it out. Deep breath in. Let it out. One more time, deep breath in. Center yourself. Think about what you're about to do. If you're about to do a workout, think about it. Let it out. Imagine there's a fire in the pit of your belly. Each time you breathe, you're trying to feed that fire. Deep breath in. Let it out. One last one. Deep breath in. Think about what you're about to do. Think about whatever you're going to be doing. If you're going to work out, or if you got to go clean, or if you got to do homework, think about it. Think about doing your absolute best. Let it out. Okay, center yourself. Gear yourself to be towards that purpose, what you're about to do. Okay, this is how I like to meditate. Okay, focusing on getting my mind on what I need to do. Okay, last time, deep breath in. And let it out. That's a good stretch, good meditation. And we're coming in at about 27 minutes, so I think that's a good time. Again, with this type of stretching, just stretch, okay? If you need to, follow along with me, or if you want, mute me, put on music, put on a TV show. Just keep following along, okay? I'm showing you different ways of doing things so that you have options. Everyone's body is different, okay? And this is one of those things that I had to learn the hard way. You know, there's a lot of instructors out there that are like, no, this is the only way. Okay, yeah, I understand why they say that, but I'm not one of those teachers. I want you to discover. I want you to find your way. I'll show you the way, but eventually along the path, you'll have to start figuring out how to do things yourself. One of the easiest ways to discover what works best for you, stretching. Do all the stretches you like to do. Okay, then think about your body. What area didn't you hit? Find a stretch that does that. A lot of my stretching is martial art emphasized, but I'm on 25 years of doing martial arts. So that's where my entire thought process is. Some of the stretches I do, Taekwondo. Some of them, judo, jiu-jitsu, wrestling. Okay? But the number one thing is keep your body stretched, keep it warm, keep moving. Okay? Hope you enjoy.